Here's the Wavegenius Elliott wave forecast for November 25th, 2013. On the S&P 30-day 1-minute chart, essentially what we saw in the past 15, 20 days since the low of 1747 in the S&P, we saw the formation which I've seen at least 6 or 7 times in the past year, the past 1 or 2 years. Basically, the entails is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, right to 1.618, followed by a corrective 2 into a 3. And many of you guys who trade Elliott wave or know Elliott wave think that every time an impulse has to be 5 waves up. That's not true anymore because these formations change. And the reason why I'm as good as what I do is because I recognize these patterns because I'm sitting behind this computer every day with a lot of subscribers watching these patterns develop. And I've seen 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5. It was zigzag wave 2 into a 3. Again, like I said, 6 to 7 times in the past 2 years. And the fact that I'm able to identify these patterns really quickly and I know exactly what's happening, I actually recognize that we were right at 1.618, and then I recognized that we were going to drop into wave 2. I warned people before I called. Basically, I called okay, let me go back. As the people was around 1768, I called for a third wave to 1803, 1800 to 1803. Got to 1802.5, which is a great call, of course. But to me, it's pretty standard. It's pretty easy. The next thing I did was call the top of a 3 into a zigzag 2. And I warned people to get away from this market right at the peak of the market, right at the very, very peak of the market. Told them there would be a corrective 2 because I've seen 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5 into a 2. And that's exactly what we got, zigzag 2. And then I called the bottom of the 5th wave, right at 1777 of the C wave. So I called every single inflection point perfect, right on the number, within 1 or 2 points of every single move. And the fact that I can do that, you have to listen very carefully. This is why people subscribe, because I am really, really fucking good at what I do. All right. So basically, the pattern that developed is 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5, zigzag 2 into a 3. So if this turns into a third wave, which took out the top of 1.00, the top of the wave 1, third wave would travel as high as 1870 to 1900 by the end of the year. That would be 1.618 times the first wave into the second wave into a third wave. And again, if you guys are going to go on my Twitter and say, you're so stupid, you don't know 5 waves, blah, 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 you guys don't understand. This is a pattern that's repeated 6 or 7 times in the past 2 years. I've seen it 1, 2, 3, right into a 2, and then right into a 3. I've seen it 6 or 7 times, and each time I've called every single inflection point perfect. I mean, I'm talking, my website has gained so much traffic, and my skills are getting so good that, yeah, things that happen on my site are pretty amazing. So if you guys don't, you have to witness it in person. You have to actually go on my website. You have to see this thing. Whenever a update pops up, I call for a support level or a breakout level, things magically happen. If you can't recognize it, like some people, you have to recognize that it's right in your face what I'm saying. Okay? All right, anyway, for the Dow. 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5, zigzag 2 into a 3. Highest target I have for the Dow, if it travels 1.618 times the first wave, would be as high as, I believe, 15,500. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And the Dow has that pattern set up right now. It got right to 1.618, corrected into zigzag wave 2, and then formed up wave 3. For NASDAQ. Okay, this formation right here, right now, this is the main reason why I'm calling S&P and Dow, those 2 patterns, to be zigzag 2s into 3s, because NASDAQ, literally, I called 3908 as a 0.618 low, got to 3911, and then bounced really hard. When this happens, this is the best third wave setup you can get, because the amount of fear that was put into this corrective wave was so fast and so furious that people literally thought we were going to crash. But right when we touched 3911, I was like, 3908, 0.618 support, wave 2, wave 3, and then boom. So basically target 1, 2, 3, no 4, no 5, zigzag wave 2 into a 3, with target as high as 4,200. That's a wrap.